Shining through the dark, past 1,000 stars, we have come this far. Who we are is just a dream.
Where did the money go?
So this is actually something I wouldn't have expected, but this on screen is definitely an expectation.
Yep, Dominus actually popped immediately as some cute moves come in, but it's all too easy to pick up that first blood. Spirit doesn't even have the turret aggro, so doesn't need to repel as Marin has enough health to hold him off. Freak of Freaks understandably starting this series strongly, as it is game one. You see Marin even taking that casual
They're thinking
turret
about
shot
more.
like he likes. Yeah, that flash actually comes in. Winter's Wrath doesn't do quite enough here, but it is going to be the follow-up kill as Haru grabs that one back. Teleport is going to be invested, and that's just a flat-out failed dive from Samsung Galaxy. Pretty unhindered as far as this bottom lane turret is concerned, and Tucson has to get the heck out of the way, but another dive comes in. No wallop to come down as there's the repel, gets out of the way of the Gnar, and now Spirit will have an extra auto attack, but not going to be able to follow far enough. Onto Cube, threaded volley. There's a creep wave though. There it is, the last one. That's going to be the kill. The second one for the Freak of Freaks, but with the Rift Herald now bearing down on the Samsung squad. Not quite there in time as Haru, JJ can't quite figure out where they want to go. Spirit's going to be caught up, immediately destroyed, but no. The repel comes down. It is going to be enough with the poison though as Kramer has to flash.
She has to, because she doesn't have the global. Atlas is down bot lane.
Yeah, Ruler actually going for the dive, but the Weaver's Wall is going to come in. There's the flash. Ruler going to struggle, has to use the flash to get himself out, gets out of the way of that seismic shove, and now Core JJ, he's in trouble. Might need to try and get that CC happening, but look at this. Kuro is going to be able to lock down the kill. Marin just playing catch up, but look at this. Ruler in trouble, the double kill for Kuro, and this is why he was the MVP, equal with BDD. Sometimes the Kramer strat, that the Freak of Freaks, they're like, has it worked once? Yes, it has. Well, let's figure out how many ways we can do it, as there's the boot back onto Kuro. Couldn't get it across his own wall as Ruler now has to try and dodge these threaded volleys. They're going toe-to-toe, but that is not where you want to be as the little Tristana. Kuro.
Yes. With the Lulu jungle, he very clearly said, don't play Lulu jungle unless you have an AD carry as strong as Kramer, and it's another comp that's about Kramer.
Yep, Spirit now as well calling in Kramer, who's going to come down and get a lot of damage onto Core JJ. Not going to be sped up enough, doesn't have flash, and the living artillery is easily enough.
Haru will be around, doesn't have flash, but does have the ability to go over the wall.
Yep. Arctic Assault certainly going to be there. Weaver's Wall is going to make sure that they know exactly his trajectory. As in he goes, looking for the steal, and he gets it! Haru, the hero for Samsung, is going to sacrifice himself, but that'll slow down the Freak of Freaks so much.
Pick up picks, otherwise the Blitzcrank's just free food if he's ever turned on to.
Yeah, that was a little bit cute. The pug getting put into the pen as the ultimate does fly wide of Kramer. They pick up the kill onto Tucson very quickly, though. I like it. Haru getting obliterated, has to flash to get himself out of the way as Ruler goes toe-to-toe with the Cogmore and wins out. But look at the health bars on the tanks. They have been completely obliterated.
Almost no control over the map. So getting most value out of the Trist is the one thing they have done this game. Everything else has gone the way of a Freak.
Well, Weaver's Wall is going to come in. This is the Freak of Freaks looking for a fight. And Spirit, he's actually pretty tanky right now as Kuro makes his way forward. Samsung, they want none of this. Do not want this fight. But Crown turns it around immediately. They get rid of Kramer, and the fight is on. Samsung, are they going to head towards the Baron? Acathian Surprise does a bit of chunk work.
But in the losses, of course, did fall. Samsung going to try and brute force down this Baron. People are going to have to start lining up, and Blitzcrank might get good target selection.
Yeah, Marin is at full health. Phenomenal flash from Kuro. You're right to exclaim about that one, Papa Smithy. Double seismic shove comes in as Crown has to get himself out. Meganar at a good time of the life steal.
If this game reaches true late game territory and Samsung scaling matters, Hulk City.
That's fantastic. Flashes into the ult. There's no way to use anything to get out of the way.
And now we're going to see 5v5 fights with almost gold parity.
Yep, but they don't have their mid laner. Marin's going to make his way forward. Scrying Orb still available right now.
Can Spirit do it?
Oh, well, Kramer's actually looking for it. Rocket Grab does go in as they do throw out the Petrifying Gaze once again, but Kramer is doing so much damage in the front line. Flashing after Haru, picks up the kill. That's a triple almost instantly. And he's got full health. They'll get a Baron as well, and this is why you have to kill the Cogmore.
Yes.
he's delivering, even though he got picked in the fight prior.
So we see the replay. Remember, this will always be a 5v4 for Samsung, so they will win a true 5v5, but they're still taking the Baron because they get the Baron down to 2800, so they stay on it, and there's no threat on Kramer. He's confident enough to flash forward, triple kill with the on-hit Hurricane Bolts, proccing massive value. They can then turn on
to get out of the way of that one as well. It's a frightening prospect as now the base going to be broken in another place. Kuro looking for a potential engage. They get rid of the turret. The Thunderdome's been set up by the Weaver's Wall. As the seismic shove doesn't quite get the joy onto Ruler, who rocket jumps his way out. He's getting some free shots onto Marin, but they're looking to try and turn it with the Redemption. Wild Growth coming down to the Crocodile, but maybe he wanted to go forward there as Cuvée just gets shredded. But Ultimate comes out from Haru, but there's no way they're going to engage on that because it didn't hit Kramer. He's even got so much health. Look at this. They're trying to get over the Weaver's Wall, but they just can't do it. Crown has to flash. Can't get forward onto the Cogmore now. He's actually looking for structures, but in goes Marin. Has to be a little bit careful as now Kramer, he's going to take up shop on the front line. Opportunity.
They want to end it here.
Yeah, they want to. We've got double super minions knocking on the front door. Inhibitor goes back up in the mid lane, but they've still got a heck of a lot of them removed as they have to get so far away from Kramer. Look at the circle being taken out by Samsung just based on where Cogmore is. Sliver of health on the last remaining turret, and that is going to be Kuro taken down, but most of me thinks that that is almost irrelevant versus this composition of the Afrika Freaks because he's not going to be the one that they need. There's the cleanse or the QSS, one of the options here for Kramer on cooldown. He's still got a second. As Samsung putting up a valiant defense. Kramer gets himself out of the way, still has the flash, and Haru's going to go for the last minute engagement. Cuvée can't find any joy though as he flashes forward.
It's Kramer!
The repel's going to be enough as in goes Kramer. My God, the damage on the Crown. Is the damage going to be there as Ruler turns up? But look at this, they're getting shredded. That's the triple kill. Mon picked up for Spirit as well, and the Nexus destroyed as an afterthought. Afrika Freaks. Game 1 is definitely their territory.
And people were watching on and on wondering why they're still there. It's 4v5. They don't have the Tilia Atlas. They didn't need the Tilia. They were just waiting for the true engage to come through. And the moment people were getting into Hurricane Bolt territory, the Cogmore turns on them, the Cogmore dispatches them, and Afrika Freaks winning Game 1 is no surprise, but it isn't just a rehash of what they did 2 days ago. They do have a singular focus. They are playing the postseason around Kramer, but if he has this ability to reinvent himself on different styles of AD carry, there's no reason to know who your carry is and play around them. You could argue that SK Telecom has done that for all these years, and Kramer is living up to the expectation that his teammates are centering around him. If Kramer has a bad performance on Draven, on Tristana in Game 5, or today on the Cogmore, they just lose, but he only made a single mistake.
Yeah, and oftentimes when we get to this point, we're asking, well, are you going to sub Ambition in? I'm not even necessarily sure whether that's the right move. One of the only early game plays that they made was Haru making space on the bottom side of the map. It got them first brick, did a heck of a lot of work, but Haru also saving the game with a Baron steal. It lasted a heck of a lot longer based on that. It's terrifying stuff, guys. We are going to go to a short break. When we get back, game number 2.